Hello. How to make people love you, right? And you've probably seen a lot of videos about this on YouTube, right? With the black pill and right, with everything about that. That when you're a sub fi, you love everyone, but when you're an HTN, everyone loves you, right? And maybe, right? Maybe that's true. But how to make everyone love you, irrespective of how you look? See, I'm gonna be honest, right? It's the hard truth, but if you're fat, right, and this is very changeable, right, you can always become thinner, right, but if you're fat, right, and if you have fat all around you, like it's falling off of you, right, it becomes hard. Even after using this technique, it becomes hard, right? If you're not well groomed, right, it becomes hard again, right? And this is just like basic stuff. This is not got to do anything with your bones height, anything like that, right? This basic stuff, okay, which you can change 100%, right? You can always get thinner, you can always shave, you can always get a facial skincare routine. At least be a 6 or like a 5 out of 10, right? You need to be at least a 5 out of 10, right? 4 also works, like an LTN, you can still pull this off, but you cannot be like a sub 5, right? Because then it becomes really hard. How to do this as an LTN and plus, oh my god, I'm using black pill terminology, it's crazy. But yeah, that's like the basis of this, if even if there is any basis, right? It is to be crazy. The way you make people love you is to be crazy about something you love, right? So it could be, for me, it's like wrestling and MMA. It's mainly grappling, right? I'm crazy about grappling, right? Like if you ever see me grapple, you'll be like, oh my god, like he's, of course, he's just started out, but it's crazy, right? Because I love grappling, and you can just see it the way I grapple, right? Like it's fun. It is fun, and I enjoy the fun, right? With everything, with socializing, right? I love socializing with people. I love talking to everyone. I love talking with all people, right? Of course, I love talking with my friends. Women too, girls. I love talking to girls, right? They're so beautiful. They're so sensitive, right? They're so perfect. How could I ever hate anyone on earth, right? I genuinely love living life. And because I am crazy, because I'm so crazy about doing things, because I look forward to a new day. I look forward to the sun rising again. I look forward to the moon setting again. I look forward to smelling the rainy and the wet mud, the Patricia. I look forward to every single day. I look forward to New Year's. I look forward to Pongal. I look forward to all the festivals, right? I look forward to living life. I genuinely love living life that is legit why people love me, right? Because I'm just a happy person to be around. The simple logic behind it is that if people are smiling around you, they're gonna love you. It is a simple logic, right? If you're around people and if they're smiling around you, right, they're gonna love you. Then you might be like, okay, but then how do I make people around me smile? It is by smiling yourself. You smiling is the biggest, trust me. There's nothing more contagious than a smile, right? That is the most true thing. That's the most true quote. That's the truest quote I have ever heard, because I could smile at you and see if you're not like depressed as hell. Like even depressed people, I'd say, like most people who say that they're depressed. I'm not talking about like clinical depression. I'm talking about like being chronically online and stuff like that. Even then, like a normal human being, right? A healthy human being. If you smile at him or her, they're 100% gonna smile back. Rather than if you have like mental health issues and stuff like that, then yeah, the case is different. But good, healthy, happy human beings who you'd want to be friends with will smile back at you. And that is legit how like you can make people love you, right? And I could end the video here, but I'm gonna give you like a few more pointers, right? I could go and say that ask people questions about them and stuff, but I'm not gonna teach you how to, have conversations like a little child, because I'm gonna assume that you already know how to do that. I'm gonna teach you a little higher level stuff, right? So, once you've kind of matured, right, and you actually want to talk to people, you must do this. You must actually talk to people about what you want. And because a lot of times, if this is a person, right, I'm talking to this person and they start ranting about, oh, you know I really love cars, right? Oh, and there's this car, and they talk about something, right? And I usually I love hearing. Oh my god, why can't I speak? I love hearing people talk about what they love, right? Because there's so much knowledge with that. But if it's something I genuinely don't get, right? Like even cars, I would hear, but if it's like a person complaining about something we've talked about a lot, right? And it's just them complaining over that again. I'll be like, I don't really get this, bro. Like, explain it to me, right? And it's very important for you to genuinely ask doubts, genuinely get to know people to their corners, right? Why? Because it makes them love you, man. And honestly, I found that curiosity in me by myself, right? That if I'm talking to someone and I have any doubt about them, I will ask them, right? Even if it's kind of personal, if it comes to my head, I'm asking you that. And that authenticity is what will just make people run to you, always being ready to hang out, stuff like that, right? So, yep, that's the bonus tip, and that is the end of this video. Stay happy, stay smiling, get to know people, and make them love you.